This is Showtime Sean Porter.
This is Aerosmith Jr.
Hey everyone, this is Jesse Vargas.
And you're watching True School Sports.
You're watching True School Sports.
And you're watching True School Sports.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, you got it made.
Fire away.
Okay.
I'm doing this for free, and you can't even get the questions out. Come on now. I know. You're shocked I'm doing it for free. I know.
I'm shocked. That's why I'm so damn silent. But listen.
Listen.
What?
I don't want to. Listen. We're in a shutdown. I can't charge you a shutdown. Come on now. What kind of guy? What kind of American would I be? Trying to help a good young man like yourself.
Yeah, a good, young, upstanding, handsome man like myself from Dayton Beach. You're gonna charge him money.
No, don't get too carried away now. You said handsome. I didn't. So keep going.
Okay. I asked you this question a couple months ago on Facebook, but I actually wanted to ask you this in our interview so people could hear your answer. How like over the years we've had certain titles get legitimized. Like back in the day, you had the 3-belt era, the 2-belt era. How does a sanctioning body become like a legitimate belt?
Well, I don't think there's a multi-pronged question to that answer. Legitimacy is a good way to start. Good champions recognizing the belt as their primary belt, having mandatory defenses. Boxing is all four organizations are too much, but it's enough. If you know what I'm saying, we don't need any more. It's enough. My problem is not with four organizations and four champions. My problem is with the interim titles, the gold belts, silver belts, the diamond belts.
Yeah, all the extra trinkets, pretty much.
Quarter champion. Yeah, I don't have a problem with NABF. I don't have a problem with USBA title. I don't have a problem with the WBC international title.
The IBO.
They all serve. The IBO I have a problem with. I like Ed Levine. Wait, I like Ed Levine.
Yeah.
I'm out. I like Ed. It's not Ed. I like Ed. Ed's a cool guy, nice man, Floridian. I have nothing negative to say about Ed Levine. It's just we don't need an IBO title. We don't need an IBA. We don't need an IBC.
The NBA.
We don't need NBA. We don't need the UBO. We don't need any of these titles. We need, and the WBA's got to stop with their interim titles. The BC's got to stop with their interim titles. The WBA's got to stop with their secondary champions and their super champions. They got to stop. What they need to do is this, okay? If a guy is you want to recognize a guy as a super champion, okay? Mm-hmm. It's very simple, okay? Instead of having 12 months, if he's got 2 belts or more, but he's got to defend his mandatory twice in that year. It's for both belts. Let's just say you give him one voluntary defense, no matter what the time if the mandatory is due or not. If he hasn't fought his voluntary defense within a year, that's the only way to do it. And if the guy's got 4 belts, same thing. You give him one optional defense, okay, that he can take before he fights his next mandatory. You don't. I mean, we are asking fighters to drop belts. There's too many. IBF's got more rules than anybody I've ever seen. They got more rules than the White House.
Yeah, they're bad strict. Okay. They're really strict.
I mean, if you never won an eliminator in the IBF, you're not number 1 or number 2. You only get 15% in the first bid, 85 to the champ, and 15 to the challenger. That's not right.
Yeah.
Why should a person that comes from an underprivileged country that can't afford to fight in an eliminator, and he keeps winning fights, how come he has to fight an eliminator and be disadvantaged like that?
It's pretty messed up.
That's correct.
It's very
You're
messed up.
disadvantaging a fighter from a poor country or that doesn't have a big time promoter.
You're basically robbing them. You're robbing them pretty much.
Correct. Let me explain that. I've said this on Randy Gordon's Facebook Live on Thursday. I want to tell you the same thing for all your great fans of True Sports. This is the way it is. Okay? We are all here to serve the fighter. We are all stage hands for the fighter. It's always about the fighter. The organizations aren't supposed to rate the promoter. They rate the fighters. I don't give a shit who that fighter is with. Okay? You don't rate the promoter. You don't rate the manager. You rate the fighter. And we're for the fighter. We are all stagehands. Don King was a big-time stagehand. Bob Arum is a big-time stagehand. I'm not saying he's not an icon. I'm not saying he's not a billionaire. But we're here for the fighters. It's about the fighters. No fighter, no sport. Now, the other flip of the coin is if we have fighters and we don't have a promoter, we have no revenues. True. But the fighters are the main component of this business, and we don't recognize that fact. And every day it pisses me off. Every day when I hear certain things that come out of people's mouths, like it's about them, not about the fighter. Okay? I can just slam my phone down on people. Literally say, please stop already, and hang up the phone. Okay, well, what's wrong, Rick? You don't know what's wrong? Okay, it's not about you, it's about the fighter. Okay, in the course of you servicing the fighter, you turn a buck and make a living. It's about the fighter. It ain't about you. I do it every day. I had this argument with people every day. A trainer calls me out. Oh, the fighter's this, the fighter's that. The fighter wants to leave me. I said, I can't help you. I'm not going to get involved. Why? Because I'm not. He has that prerogative. Let me tell you something. And I've had this discussion with Stacy. Okay. A fighter gets buzzed in a fight. Okay, or he's getting it, or not necessarily buzzed, but the other guy's doing better than he is. He has to, or he's got a bad cut on his head, or his eyes blowing up. He's got to turn around and walk back to that corner with the confidence that in 1 minute he's going to get great instructions. He's going to get the cut, at least stymie the blood flow. Give him great instructions. Give him motivation. He's got to have confidence in that corner. If that fighter loses confidence in that corner or doesn't have confidence in those guys shouldn't be in that corner. He should be with another trainer. There's nothing that Rick Glaser is going to say. What is it? What am I supposed to do? A temporary stop in leaving next time? No. If the guy doesn't feel comfortable for any reason anymore, it's about the fighter.
Yeah, it's his career.
There's no question. No question. Okay, the trainer will have plenty more guys to train. The fighter has one career and one way to make his livelihood in approximately a 10 to 12 year period. Okay, and it's about the fighter, and I recognize that fact every day. At one time I didn't feel that way. Because I didn't know any better, but I've grown into thinking like that.
Yeah. How long did it take you to get to that to get to that point where you finally started thinking that way?
Well, when every time you talk to somebody in the business, they, oh, Rick, I want this, I want that. It's not about you. It's about the fighter, asshole. What does the fighter want? Forget what you want. I need to make a deal here. It's not what you want. It's what the fighter wants.
Yeah.
I'll give you a typical idea. The fighter, this is a particular small deal, but to give you an idea. This is just a small deal, okay? Like an 8-round fight, okay? Now, the fighter wanted 12-5. I was offering 12-5 for the fight, but the trainer wanted to bring his girlfriend. The manager wanted to bring his girlfriend with him, and he wanted, an upgrade in the room, and we were paying for the rooms. It wasn't like at a casino, and we were paying for the rooms. The promoter was paying for the rooms. He wanted food money for his girlfriend. So all of a sudden they said, "Listen," I said, "that 2,500. This is going to be 2,500. You got to go get the fighter 10,000. I'm not paying all this shit." Okay? He tells me back, he says, "Well, the fighter wants 12-5. I said, "Well, we can't have both. It's about the fighter. Your woman can't come, and you're going to stay in a regular room like everybody else." Okay? I mean, these are the things that happen, and it's disgusting. The guy won't fight for 10. He wants 12-5. There was 12-5, but you chafed it down with 2,500. I'm not going to pay him 12-5. I'm going to pay him 10 grand. The guy wants all this other stuff. In the meantime, it's about the fighter.
Yeah.
Okay, it's about the fighter.
I like-
It's always going to be about the fighter.
I like what Stacy said. Stacy McKinley said because I asked him one time why is he coming? Why is he starting to do interviews now? Because he really didn't do interviews for a while. During the early parts of his career, and he said because I'm the star. The fighters are the stars, and I'm the star maker. That's what he would tell me.
Well, that's good. That's a good way to put it. But
Yeah.
here's the reason why Stacy didn't interview with people, because at one time the trainers were subordinate to the managers, but the trainers are not subordinate to the managers anymore. The managers are subordinate to the trainers.
Okay, that makes sense.
Fact.
That makes sense.
Okay, where you got the Freddie Roaches, the Robert Garcias, and the Abel Sanchez talking to the press, but you don't even know who the managers are, do you? Of those same fighters that they're talking about.
Very rarely.
There you go. There's proof. Same thing with Stacy. He was trainer, the fighter had managers, so the manager talked. Today, the trainers have supplanted the managers because the managers are no longer in the gym with the fighters.
Yeah,
That's why.
that's true. You can't. Most boxing fans can't even name. They can't even name 5 managers in boxing.
I can name 400, and I don't want to name any of them.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT. We're at the Navy Pal, and you're watching True School Sports.